I got my Jujutsu Kaisen deck, and I'm here to stop all the evil energy from coming out.
And I'm playing the Bleach deck, and I'm definitely not letting any energy in.
Alright, you're trying to get this battle going. So in order to start, you draw 7 cards for Union Arena, and then you get to mulligan.
I'm going to keep my hand.
I'm actually going to mulligan, and then after you mulligan, you get to draw your 7 cards, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then we place our 7 life from the top of the deck. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. So in order to win this game, is whoever loses all 7 lives loses. And rock, paper, scissors to see who goes first.
Rock, paper, scissors. Rock, paper, scissors. Rock, paper, scissors.
Ooh, it looks like Supah is going first. Go for it. Let's get this battle going.
Player 1 doesn't draw, and they only put 1 action card. Using 1 action card to play out my character in rest mode. I get to draw 1 card and put 1 to the sideline. Then I end my turn, and this goes back to active.
Alright, pretty good turn. I'm going to draw a card. You draw a card, player 2 gets to draw. Then I get 1 and 2 action points. Since I go second, I get 2 of these. Then I get to decide if I want to use an action point to draw an additional card. Since I have a good hand, I don't want to use an action point to draw. Then I get to move cards from the energy line to the front line, but I don't have any, so let's get straight into playing cards out. I'm going to use 1 action point, turn it sideways to show I'm using it, to play out my 0 energy cost. As you guys can see, this card has a 0 cost. Since I have 0 energy, I could play him out into my energy. And now, this guy, if you look at the bottom corner, he has 1 blue dot, meaning he's considered 1 energy. So I'm going to use my other action point and bring out my card that costs 1 energy and play him out onto the field. And he actually has an effect that I get to reduce one of your card's battle points, but you don't have any card on the field. So that's all I could do. I ran out of actions, so I'm going to end my turn. And once you end your turn, remember all your cards on the field restand. Go for it.
So now I put everything back up and I draw a card. Then I put 1 action point. Using 1 action point to bring out my character card. And I get 1 card back, so I get this card to my hand, and then I have 2 energy. Then I'm going to use 1 action point, since I have 2 energy, to bring out my other character rested. And that's all I could do. Pass to you.
Alright, pretty darn good. So all my cards restand, I draw, and I get my 3rd action point. You can only have a max of 3, so let's get this battle going. Now that I got all 3 action points, after that I get to choose if I want to use an action point to draw an additional card. Let me go ahead and use 1 action point, and let's get an additional draw going. Then after that, we got the movement phase where I get to decide if I want to get any of my energies and move them up to the front line. And I'm going to do just that. Let's go ahead and bring him up to the front line, and it goes up in active. Now let's start making some plays. Let's go ahead and use 1 action point to bring out Yuji into my energy, and let's use another action point. I'm going to show you guys, and I'm going to bring him out onto the front line. So you could use cards and bring him out to the front line or the energy line, and remember, they always go rested. And the reason I want him in the front line is because now I'm going to go into my battle. Let's go ahead and enter the battle phase, and my active card is able to attack your life. Since you have nothing in the front line, I get to take a life directly. So let's go ahead and attack your life. And the beautiful part about this game is that I get to choose the life. So let's take a card out from your life.
Trigger. Choose 1 character on your opponent's front line and sideline it.
What?
So I'm going to go ahead and sideline your card.
Oh, sideline is like trash, is like graveyard, it's the dead zone. Pretty darn good trigger. And I'm going to have to end my turn. All my cards restand.
Oh yeah, I forgot to restand mine. So definitely don't forget to restand when it's the end of your turn.
Yeah.
Draw one. And I'm also going to put my last action card. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring this guy up to the front line. I'm using one to bring out a character rested. Then since I have 3 energies, using another action card to do my event.
Ooh, what does that card do?
Meaning I can choose 2 of my action points and switch them to active. So switching both of these to active.
What the heck?
Using now 1 action to bring out another character. And I can return 1. So I will return this one. And now I have 4 energy. Then using 1 to bring out this character rested. And now my last one, I'm going to do a raid.
Oh shoot, what is that?
So a raid means since I have this card underneath, I can use 1 action to put it on top. Also, put this card to active mode and put it to the front.
What the heck?
And all my action points are done, so I'm going to go ahead and attack.
Oh, you're attacking me? Now I can decide to block this attack. And since your character's 3,000 and mine is only 2,000, I'm not going to block that attack because then that means my character is going to die. So go ahead and take a life, Supah.
Take the life.
Oh, I didn't get as lucky as you. No trigger. Goes to the sideline.
Then I'm going to attack again.
Oh yeah, no blocks.
Then I take away your life.
Trigger. Choose one of my opponent's front line and sideline it. Ooh, sidelining should go with that fire divergent fist. Beast.
Then that's all I can do. Pass to you.
Alright, so the start phase. So you guys can remember, everything restands. You draw 1 card, then you get to decide if you want to use an action to draw. This time, I'm not going to draw.
And before you do that, I'm going to put everything back up.
Oh yeah, remember, every time you end your turn, you gotta restand all your cards. Now, let's go into the movement phase. Do I want to put any of these characters in my energy up? Let's go ahead and keep them in my energy. So no movement, and let's get the main phase going where you get to do any moves that you like. I'm gonna use 1 action point to use this card into my energy, and when this card is played, I'm able to draw a card and place a card from my hand into the sideline. Now that I have 1, 2, 3 energies, I'm going to do the same thing as you. I'm going to use 1 action point to activate an event card. Event cards are activated as soon as they are on the field, and this card lets me get 2 AP, otherwise known as action point cards, right back up. Just like you, Supah, doing the same super moves. Then I'm going to use 1 more action point to throw out this dude into my energy as well. Boom. Now that I have 1, 2, 3, 4 energies, I'm going to use an action point to do the same thing as you and raid. I get to pretty much evolve them on top of a character on the field. And whenever there's a raid, not only does a card go on top of it, it also restands. And as you guys can see, I had 1, 2, 3, 4 energies, so I'm able to use them and raid. And when you raid, the character goes right up on the front line. And let's go ahead and use 1 more action point to throw this into my energy. And now I'm done with my main phase. Let's go ahead and go into the attack phase, where I get to attack you. Let's go 2,000 to your leader.
I am going to have to block.
Ooh, my 2,000 to your 3,000 looks like I'm weak, so you block successfully. I don't get to take a life away. But you don't have any more blockers up, so let's go ahead and attack your life for 1, since you have no blockers, I'm gonna take a life away. And what is that?
Trigger. Add this card to your hand, or if you have the required energy, perform raid with it. I don't have the raid, so goes to my hand.
Alright, and I end my turn. All my cards restand, so I can block with them. Go for it, Supah.
Going to restand my action points and draw. Using 1 action point to put this in my energy.
Ooh.
Choose up to 1 character on your opponent's and it loses 500 BP. So this one, 500.
Also, is it 3,000?
Using another one to bring him out. Then using my last action card for a raid.
Oh, dang.
And when I raid, this card is active and I get to play him out. And when he's played, I can draw 1. Now I have no more actions, so here comes the attack.
Attacking me? I'm at 3,000 because you reduced its power. No blocks.
Then take away your life.
Oh, dang.
And my last one as well, attack 3,000.
No blocks.
Take away your life.
Trigger. It says choose 1 character on the field and switch it to active mode and it gets 3,000 BP. I'm going to give it to this guy. So I'm at 6,000 right now.
There's nothing else I can do, so pass to you. And of course, restand my characters.
Oh, pretty good turn. I'm going to restand all my cards as well. Looks like the evil energy is not strong enough. All my cursed energy isn't doing the justice to the Ichigo fam. I gotta be able to defeat you, Supah. I am going to not use an action point to draw. Let's go ahead and do the movement phase. And I'm going to bring up my character up here to the front line. Because you can only have 4 cards max on your energy and the front line. Now I'm going to use 1 action point to toss this out into my energy. Now I'm going to use 1 to, since I have 1, 2, 3, 4, I'm going to raid. Oh, check it out. Whenever you go on a raid, it restands and goes to the front line.
Now that's your max, so no more front line for you.
Yep, no more front line. Then I have no more moves, so I'm gonna have to go straight into my attacking phase. Let's attack with this guy. He's 3,000. I'm gonna attack you for a life. But when I attack, I'm actually able to choose 1 of your characters. I'm able to give it a minus 1,000. So let's reduce this guy to 2,500.
2,500.
And just 3,000 to your life. Are you gonna block?
I'm going to take it.
Take that hit.
And trigger.
Oh, what?
Choose 1 character on your opponent's front line and sideline it.
What? Oh man, not my cursed boss. That's so busted. All right, let's go ahead and 2,000. All right, well, let's go ahead and attack for life.
Block.
All right, nothing happens. Let's go ahead and attack for life again.
Block. This one's 2,500 because you minused it 1,000.
Yeah, you're right. But I'm still not strong enough to keep that damage. So I'm going to have to end my turn. All my characters restand and go for it. Your turn.
Tough one right there. Restanding all my cards and I draw 1.
I don't know if my cursed energy is strong enough to defeat your
We're about to find out.
Bleach characters.
I am going to put this up to the front line. Then I'm going to use 1 to play my character. Then since I have 5 energies, I'm using another one to do another raid.
Damn, another one.
I get to restand, put him in the front, and of course he gets to draw me a card.
Damn. Bleach is busted, guys. I think that's gonna be the meta.
And of course, I have one more. So, playing this, I get to draw one, and I get to place one card from my hand into the sideline. And of course, I'm going to begin the attacks. First one, 3,000. Any blocks?
No blocks.
So, take the hit.
Please give me a trigger. Trigger. It says add this card to your hand, and if I have the required energy, I get to raid with it. But right now I only got 1, 2, 3 energy, so I cannot raid, so I'm gonna add it to my hand instead.
Oof. Then, attack.
3,500. I'm not gonna block with that either. So, oh, trigger. Add this card to your hand. Nice.
Of course, attacking
Alright.
again.
Alright, block that attack, and your 35 is stronger than my 2,000, so Renji straight up knocks out my cursed master.
And of course, going to my last one, attack.
Yeah, I'm definitely not gonna lose, so I'm gonna block and knock it out.
And of course, nothing else I can do, pass to you. And can't forget, restand all my cards. And if you guys want to get yourself these, definitely click on the link below.
Oh yeah,
make sure you pre-order.
You gotta pre-order your boxes, matrixtcg.com, guys. If you guys want to support us, we have limited quantities, so definitely come by and get them. All right, I'm gonna use one. I'm not gonna actually. You know what? Yeah, let's move some characters up to the front line. I'm not gonna drop, but I'm gonna move this guy up to the front line, and let's get this action going. I'm gonna use one action to toss out another energy. Now that I have 1, 2, 3 energies, let's use another action to bring out a sight card. These are actually like special event cards that stay on the field. And now that I have 1, 2, 3, 4, I'm gonna use my last action to do another raid. And this guy goes up to the front line. And let's go into the attack phase. Let's go ahead and attack you for a life.
Oof. I'm going to take the hit and trigger.
What?
Choose one character on your field and switch it to active. Well, I don't have anything, so.
All right, so that gives you like an extra block, it looks like. All right, well, let's try to push in for the damage. Let's go in with a 1,500 attack.
Of course, you already know I'm going to block.
All right. Let's go ahead and attack yet again. And when attacking, I get to reduce one of your cards, -5. I'll -5 that character.
I'm going to block again.
Damn, your Bleach characters are too strong. I'm gonna have to end my turn. All my cards restand. I'm at 1 life.
And this is where I have to go. Kamehameha. And you're about to see what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna have to go straight for the kill using one action card to energy. I can choose one character and it loses 500.
Oh man.
So of course, making it
all right,
minus 500.
3,000.
And I'm gonna go ahead and start attacking. Attack.
All right, I'm gonna have to block. Block. Knocks it out. Survived.
Attack.
Oh man. I'm gonna have to block it as well. And knocks out.
Attack. That's 3,000.
Oh, you reduced it. I'm gonna have to block. And all my blockers are done.
And of course, going straight with Kuchiki. Attack.
I have nothing else. I'm gonna have to lose that last life. And oh, trigger. Draw a card, but it doesn't matter. I lost. And there you have it, guys.
Definitely go get your boxes right now, guys.
Yeah.
You definitely don't want to miss because this is epic.
Pretty fun game, guys. Especially if you love animes. And hopefully you learn how to play. Share this to any of your friends. And like what we say, y'all
Y'all stay super. Peace out, everyone.